right. Let's get that out of there. There we go. Hello, everyone. I have tinkered and messed around with my sound yet again. Yeah, let me know if anything is dumb or... Well, yeah. So, welcome in, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Thank you, Belligerent and Thasix, for the pre-stream, the pre-start posture check and hydrate. Oh, I forgot to put in. Oh, well, thank you, Thasix. Thank you very much. Don't do that. I have nothing to give to subscribers. Don't do that. Oh no, that's not true. I have that one default Twitch emote that I don't even know where it came from, but... There you go. That is the sole benefit to being a subscriber, and... Yeah, well, yeah. Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I thought that I will... Holy crap! Thasix, thank you. You did not have to do that. Take it back. The subs, they do nothing. Aside from that Arnie da hype emote. Verily, I will keep my heck status. Everyone needs the missile. Yeah, the missile's great. Sometimes I wish the emotes were a little bigger so you could properly read it, but the missile is fantastic. Yeah, let's go ahead and actually pull up the game. So stuff happened last stream. I don't remember exactly what, but some stuff. Oh, that's right. Okay. So we ended up in this place, this sector. Every system in this sector is in the middle of a poison cloud, so people just kind of passively get sick at an accelerated rate, which is awesome. Captain, we've taken a massive hit. The sudden surge, likely from that subspace eddy, has caused a plasma conduit overload. Freaking Eddie, that guy. I wish the emote was bigger if you weren't on mobile. I need to watch what I say. I forgot that was an option. Multiple ruptures are reported. Some rooms are severely damaged and offline. They'll require immediate repair and resources. Okay, so... Thank you for that, Chakotay. So, a couple of things happened last time. For starters, story-wise, we finally decrypted a big data dump. Gotta go maintain your streak for Ash. Be right back. Well, thank you for hanging out. If you forget to come back, totally cool. Ash is an awesome streamer. But yeah, thank you much for hanging out. So story-wise, we got this big data dump from the Federation, courtesy of an alien space station relay that we had to fight for. And in it, there was this big decrypted thing that we had to go get a code breaker for. Last time, we got the code breaker. And what was given to us was a set of coordinates. And when we went there, we found this Federation ship. The USS Dauntless. And, yeah, based off of the construction date of the Dauntless, there was it really didn't make sense how quickly it got to the Delta Quadrant based off of when the ship was printed or minted or, cobbled together, whatever they do with ships. So people were really excited about that. We sent an away team to the Dauntless. There was nobody on board. Once people were on board, it freaking took off like 10,000 light years over the course of just like a minute or two, which is apparently a lot. I keep forgetting what the conversion is of light years to actual time in Star Trek. Sorry about that. So yeah, we lost, we temporarily lost Kim and someone else. Who did we lose? We temporarily lost Kim and, no, not B'Elanna, Carrie, that's right. They went along with Tuvok onto the Dauntless, and for some reason Tuvok came back, and the others just kind of noped out of there. Also, we got this Pelk guy. He was a race that, he's of a race that hauls nuclear waste, and we saved a ship, and he offered to join us, and we said, heck yeah. So now we're just trying to catch up to the Dauntless after it zoomed out of there. Very exciting. We finished upgrading the warp core. So we unlocked tiers 5 and 6. So power is pretty much not an issue anymore, I hope. It better not be. What just happened? No, I want... What the heck? Sorry, Twitch is having a stroke or something. Anyway. Yeah, so we can have up to 400 power, which is what we're cruising at now, or if we really need it, we can go up to 500 power, which is amazing. Anyway, we're going to drop that down. I don't remember when we built the waste disassembler. I thought it was going to be awesome. Turns out it's not. You get a refund of almost a cycle's worth of deuterium every 10 cycles. It's... In fact, once this is done, I'm going to switch it to duranium. What was I even thinking? Yeah, so we got that. Couple rooms are broken now, which we're going to fix. And there we go. We have a second sick bay. Yeah, I think that pretty much... Oh, and we got this metaphasic shield room, which just makes our shields awesome. So I was going to start moving around shield generators because we really don't need as many courtesy of this thing because it's just a better shield room. Oh, yeah, and we got officers' quarters. They're these ones over here that only house 5 people, but they're super plush, apparently. So, yeah, look at that. This is what luxury looks like. Anyway, so that more or less catches us up. We are doing fantastic on the bioneural gel packs. We're almost to a point where we can open up this deck, which will be nice. That'll open up some creative building opportunities. Yeah. So I think that more or less catches us up. The 2 large hydroponics bays have very thoroughly covered our food usage. We just don't have to worry about that anymore. And, yeah, that's about it. Oh, and we are researching something. We are researching tier 3 for crew so that we can get crew quarters level 2. Because that takes each crew quarters from 10 to 15 and gives morale. Which is going to free up a lot of rooms. Because we are using a lot of rooms for crew quarters. I mean, just tons. And I'm sick of it. Well, almost. Okay. So that's enough catch up. That's enough getting caught up on where we are. Let's meet up with the people on the Dauntless. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? I can't remember what voice I gave him. Continue. It said continue. Captain, the elite team has returned. They're in sickbay for medical evaluation. I really don't remember what I was doing with him. I want their report as soon as possible. Captain, may I? That's right, this was our codebreaker. He looks a little coneheadish up here, but not so much down here. I managed to reconstruct the most crucial part of the message. A video from your superiors. Unfortunately, some parts of it are damaged beyond repair. Thank you for the 6-7's belligerent. Welcome back. A man's face resolves on the view screen. The familiar pips of a Starfleet admiral gleam on his collar. Admiral Hayes. His voice echoes across the bridge. Slipstream technology is experimental and high risk, but it's come a long way in the past year. We've conducted 47 trial runs, all of them successful. In order to reach Earth, you'll have to remain at slipstream velocities for a full 3 months. We encourage you to try. The Dauntless is equipped with all necessities. Safe journey. We hope to see you soon. Well, that sounds great. That sounds fantastic. We're gonna just end our journey here. This is it, Captain. Starfleet Command really came through. We can show optimism, or we can be cautious. You finally did it. Your insanity is over. You caught the Lizzlefoot. You caught the Lizalfos. Is there like a Zelda-themed Pokemon out there I don't know about? Or is Lizalfos like the new name for like the latest strain of the flu or something? What kind of caught the Lizalfos are we talking about here? I'm going to say be cautious, because this seems kind of too good to be true-ish, and also that ship looked tiny. We don't know the risks involved, Ensign. Good call, Captain. This won't be easy. I've been looking over the primary systems. Helm, Ops, Tactical. They're all comparable to Voyager's. But it's a lean ship, Captain. No shuttlecraft, only one transporter, no holodecks, no replicators. Cramping the whole crew inside could be a problem. Yeah, I was thinking that it might be a problem, yeah. Ash has a redeem that spawns a Lizalfos from Zelda on the stream. Then another redeem that summons a red circle. And you hope the Lizalfos goes in the circle. That sounds great. So does the red circle like move and you just kind of hope that they intersect, or does it just like spawn in place and you just hope that the place that it spawns is the place that the Lizalfos is? Lizalfos. Weird word. On my world, we were taught to endure temporary hardships. Surely seeing home again justifies some discomfort. You've been trying to catch the stupid Lizalfos ever since you first followed his channel. Well, congratulations. It is always good to have a goal, and it's even better to actualize it. Is actualize the word? To realize the goal. Let's see. Challenging. Does his approach truly apply? I mean, I would think so. Actually, I don't think I would call him on that. I would think, with how much a big deal everybody's making about this, that 3 months of inconvenience is worth, sparing themselves like 60 some odd years of flying back home. Maybe that's just me. And I know that's a heck of a lot easier to say than to do. Curious, why so invested? Or snarky, tell him that it's none of his business. I don't think that it's worth being snarky about. This was one thing that we found out about a species, was that they're just they're very smart, they know they're smart, and they kind of come across as condescending or jerkish, but Neelix assures us that they're not. That's just how they sound. So I'm going to ask him why he's so invested. You seem invested in our getting home, Arturus. How come? I lost my family. Lost connection with all I knew. If my work can help prevent that for your crew. I apologize if I overstep my boundaries. No, dude, that's cool. I just, I was just curious. Now you can farm channel points there until you're rich. Fantastic. I need to come up with something for the farmers to do. I don't know what yet. It's gonna cost like 100,000. I have no idea what it'll be. In fact, the only idea that I have going forward is for a dehydrate redeem. So I grab like a handful of sunflower seeds or something. Or caffeine. Boarding the Dauntless would mean leaving Voyager behind. Isn't there a way to modify our own engines with the slipstream technology? Researching and adapting would take a long time, not to mention the resources, but yes. An interesting challenge. My people have a saying. Why blaze a new trail through the mountains when a clear path lies before you? Bro, I missed your whole dehydration journey on Silas's channel. Silas? Like Silas the plant? Silas? I have it on good authority that dehydration is not great for plants. Yeah, that Silas? Huh. How's that dehydration journey work? Is it the same thing, just hydrate and dehydrate? Okay. Sorry, a little bit of a surprise quasi-urgent text. We're good now. Counter, but is it wise to follow this pass? Or sarcastic quote proverb about silence? I mean, look. I believe him that he's just trying to help us prevent what happened to him. I don't think there's any reason to, be a jerk about things to him. For weeks, you said you were dehydrating in chat, refused all chat hydrate redeems, and continued to pretend your dehydration symptoms were getting worse. I see. For weeks, man, that's some dedication right there. I'm going to counter with, but is it wise to follow this path? Because it's not being sarcastic, and he hasn't deserved sarcasm or facetiousness. Yep, I think he's cool. Well, we'll just do that. Is the obvious solution always the best one? Perhaps not always best, Captain, but often the most certain. Okay. Yeah, that... Okay, sure. My crew's safety takes top priority. Lieutenant Lonnie, take whatever time and resources you need to figure out how to build a slipstream of our own. I mean, that is a smarter way to go about it. But, like, I think it's also worth maybe sending a few people ahead on the Dauntless once you've gotten what you need from the slipstream. I'm just spitballing here. I don't, you know, what do I know? I'm not a Star Trek engineer, but... whatever. Captain, permission to raise a security concern. Captain, I have a strong feeling I know where Mr. Doom and Gloom is headed, and let me assure you, I think he is entirely mistaken. Captain, the confluence of Arturus' specific skills, the Dauntless's opportune appearance, and his advocacy for its use is statistically suspect and warrants scrutiny. We encountered him by pure chance. He couldn't have possibly orchestrated this. He simply wants to help. Apparent randomness does not negate potential design. Okay. Well, then... But he understands loss. He spoke of losing his own family. Surely someone who feels that pain wouldn't deceive people by trying to get back to theirs. And clearly he wasn't deceiving us about that. His intentions remain unconfirmed. Captain, I recommend covert surveillance of Arturus. This would require my full attention, impacting other security operations. Well... We can let Tuvok monitor Arturus, and Arturus does not need monitoring. See, the thing is that if it's sufficiently covert, I don't see any harm in it, and it seems kind of like it seems reasonable, because it is a little suspicious that he just kind of popped out of nowhere and was so enthused. Anyway, just know that you can get dedicated to a bit. I mean, look, you even got Ash to make that. That's true. That's true. And we are all better for it. Truly, it is Thasix's legacy, the 6-7 animation. Thank you for the hydrate, belligerent. I need to get a quieter water bottle, though. So far, I've just been reusing, like, plastic water bottles that I've accumulated. That one started to get all dented and scuffed. Yeah, Tuvok, go ahead and monitor Arturus. I don't see any harm in it. He might be a little upset, but if he's as intelligent as he sounds, or as he's portrayed, be like the hip kids and get a Nawala. The heck's an Nawala? Yeah, Tuvok, go for it. My choice has consequences. Very well. Initiate discreet surveillance. Oh, for goodness sake. It feels terribly ungrateful to repay Arturus' selflessness with suspicion. I don't think so. Captain, I've run the preliminary analysis on building our own slipstream drive. To put it mildly, The scale of the project is monumental. If there's one thing we have an abundance of out here in the Delta Quadrant, it's time. Not in the poison cloud. Can we, like, move on? Alright, step one is twofold. We build the engine's shell, the core assembly. Then we overhaul the deflector dish. Oops, wrong pitch. Then we overhaul the deflector dish, turning it into the headlights for the slipstream? What? One core assembly blueprints. Okay. The headlights for the slipstream. You heard it here first, folks. Holy expensive. Okay, well, yeah, let's do that and then frantically get some Wait a second. What are you doing? Okay, wow, still 2 turns. I haven't passed a cycle. Can't slip through the stream in the dark. Apparently not. All right, the cargo bay is repaired. You don't need to enter the ship for that. Ooh. The science laboratory is repaired, and the crew quarters are repaired. I'm gonna enter the ship for all of this. Okay, cargo bay, crew quarters, and fantastic. Where did it go? Crew tier 3. Increases morale bonus from plus 20 per cycle to plus 30 per cycle. I think we've actually seen some things already that wanted a holodeck level 2. So even though I did this tier of research, or I did this research tier specifically for crew quarters 2, I think I am gonna do good old holodeck level 2 here, just to get those options, because I'm fascinated with all the options. And then we have this double food rations if we're in a place with a bunch of food. That can help us with morale in a pinch, which is great. Replicator rations. Deuterium waste reduction. Oh, wow. Okay. Morale stability protocols. Oh, low morale threshold. We're not running into that. What's this? Stronger Talaxian ally. No. Maybe in Year of Hell mode that might be necessary, but it is not necessary right now. Engineering office. Oh, right. We also got a bunch of batteries. Yeah, I built a handful of batteries, and we got batteries level 2, which is why we have 660 freaking energy stored. All right. We have detected a Class O planet, which is largely covered in water and features a diverse ecosystem. Scans indicate valuable resources are concentrated in the ground, just beneath the water's surface. We can deploy prototype mining devices to extract resources from the seafloor, courtesy of our workshop level 1. Or we can send a shuttle missile to drill and retrieve resources from under the water. We're 100% doing that. And if we're very lucky, we're going to detonate it on the planet's surface. Alright, Nat 20. Come on, let's see it. Fine. The shuttle made it back safe and sound and was able to extract a lot of resources. We got 90. What's even the point? Freaking useless shuttle. Okay. So we've got our battery compartment here. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that. The shuttle missile lives another day. Yeah, sadly. It does, and I'm not happy about it. Okay, what? Whatever. Okay. So, we've got that battery going. What does it take to get us shield generators level 2? Oh, it takes a new tier of combat. That's not the worst thing in the world, though. Huh. Regenerative shielding I need to get to. Torpedo launch bay level 2. I'm sure that'll be helpful. Okay, just got back from a Star Trek deep dive. Headlights is in fact a term? They're the streaks you see when warping. White for warping, blue for quantum slipstream. Those have names? Not only that, they're a fundamental part of the technology? I had no idea. Clearly, I haven't seen Voyager enough, since I'm assuming they pulled it from that. Holy crap. Okay, just a second. I need to move things around. I have the wrong things in places. Not able to see crap. Okay, there. OBS can be way over there. And now chat's over here where I can actually see it, which is great. It's great. All right. Sick bay. Yeah, whatever. Okay, now we do want some titanium. We also want duranium. They represent the charged energy particles. Voyager 1 supposedly uses quantum slipstream a couple of times. Really? Huh. I think I need to go on that same little Star Trek deep dive. That's kind of interesting. We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. We can use a tractor beam to consolidate the debris for easier collection. We can recycle the remnants using our waste disassembler. Or we can throw a shuttle missile at it and hope for explosions. Blow up, blow up, blow up. Captain, there was a lot of value in this debris. The shuttles helped a great deal in recovering valuable resources. We salvaged everything we could. 112 uranium and 73 titanium. What did this need? Great. Let's get a repair crew fixing that up. It only took 2 Google searches, an AI overview, and a Reddit thread. I mean, but what doesn't? Like, what would that not solve, right? Ooh, jeez. Alright, well, let's come up here for the duranium, because we need the duranium. Oh no! USS Voyager! We've been ambushed! So, I don't remember when things changed. I think it's been a bit.
What are your orders, Captain?
But just as a little combat review,
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
the general flow of combat in this is to spam B'Elanna for as long as she can be or as soon as she can be spammed. Then wait for Kess and Neelix to be up. Then we stun them with Kess.
Ability ready, Captain.
And then wait for B'Elanna to be usable again.
Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. Now, once Kess is done, she goes on like a 30-second cooldown. Yeah, so we just wait for B'Elanna to be up.
Enemy shields just ability ready, Captain.
And then rousing speech with Neelix, which brings them both down to 4, which is great.
Ability ready, Captain.
And there we go. That's how pretty much every fight has gone ever since I've gotten this little combat at this little combat crew. The laser noises, they're pretty great. Hey, battery compartment is built, and by built they do mean upgraded. Huzzah! 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 If we turn this off, how many homeless crew are there? 3 or 5? That's fine. But I don't really have anything that slots nicely into 2 wide. That's the thing, is that rooms that are 2 wide are fairly rare. There's emergency quarters and there's shield generators. I don't know. Is there anything else? Let's see. That's 3. That's 3. I mean, there's batteries, for sure. We can we can research a large cargo bay if we want to dedicate freaking 12 rooms to a ton of a single resource. Observation lounge, that's 3 wide. A holodeck is absolutely massive. Yeah, there's just nothing. Shield generator. Oh, what's it? A cloaking device. I mean, that's kind of interesting, except I so far have not run into anything I really wanted to run from. What up, Borg? What do you have? You're good about being compact. A shield matrix. Oh. Neuro electric field generator. Oh. Hold up, am I sleeping on some Borg deck? Shield matrix. Why is that by 5%? Wait, there's a discrepancy. Why is there a discrepancy? ARU facility. Shield matrix. See, this says 8%. What the heck? That might be worth researching. I mean, I know it's a tiny morale hit, but I mean, so what? Right. And if we turn you off, 11. Okay, well, we'll hold off on that. Okay, that's fine. And life support is back up. It costs 18 to keep running, and that's okay. All decks back online. Fantastic. 30, 20, and some titanium. Not going to complain about that. Let's just start from the edge. Keep this going. There we go. Great. We can have everything going. We've got 32 cycles of power that we can run on this. It's not going to take that long. Well, maybe to clear the whole deck, but we can give it some time in between. Running on emergency batteries. We detected resource reserves on the surface of a class-wide planet. But we need to be careful. Its atmosphere is extremely toxic and hazardous to our ship and crew. Just being in its vicinity is dangerous, due to possible thermionic radiation discharges. Did you hear a PlayStation trophy achievement noise? Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me. I'm on PC. I promise. Woo! Look at the mouse go. Not sure what that was about. But, yeah, maybe it's just the in-game sound. We can deploy collector probes for a safer though less efficient collection, or we can use the disruptor pulse to expose resource reserves. Let's do it! Gamble, gamble. Voyager landed safely, because apparently our disruptor control room is a melee weapon. Our crew managed to extract a lot of resources and escaped the harsh environment without incident. Hooray! Oh, shoot. Wait, we're going to be getting bucket tons of uranium. Do we still have trade things? Yeah. Science for -2 threat? No. And calling it a threat is highly, highly misleading. Okay. And let's swing down here to the titanium, I guess. Hey, ruined room is done. Enter the ship and get 20 uranium. How far are we on that? Okay, we need another storage unit. In fact, what are you holding? Titanium? 75. Yeah, we're gonna slap you on uranium for right now. Let's see. Look, more ruined rooms. Boink, boink. Okay. Alright, we do not need titanium right now. We don't even need uranium right now. What do we need? Another science bay, maybe? Or science lab, maybe? Maybe another disruptor control room thing? Wherever I put it. Or wherever it got off to. The heck? Aha, maybe another one of these? What does go into that? No, we need cargo bays. That's what we need. We need buckets and buckets of cargo bays. So, let's get you going. Right there. There we are. And then we can clear this out and clear this out. Okay. Yep, that's all for now. How close? Whoa, core assembly blueprints crafted. Step 1 complete, Captain. For step 2, we need to synthesize benamite crystals, the focusing element. Once the crystals are stable, we can install them and hook up the power systems. One benamite synthesis. Okay. Ruined room. And holodeck level 2. Oh, fantastic. Now, cutting beam control room. We have had an event that wanted that. No, let's not get too far off the plot here. Crew quarters level 2. We definitely want that. We're gonna clear that out. Can we upgrade this? We can. Let's get that going. And then what? Nothing, because I only have four repair teams. We have detected a Class P planet, where the surface is frozen. Geological scans indicate resources deep beneath the ice. Retrieving them requires breaking through the dense ice layer, but the temperatures are freezing and snowstorms could hinder us. Use a phaser beam to bore a path through the ice. Apply a focused thermal beam to melt the ice. Or blow it up with a shuttle missile. Yes. No. No explosions. The shuttle managed to extract a lot of resources from beneath the ice. We got 53 titanium. We're so happy. We are so freaking happy. Okay, workshop. What do we... Okay, science lab. There we are. Betamite synthesis. 12 turns. Man. Well, there's nothing really here. I guess let's... Yeah, I guess let's get some deuterium and then head east. Is east a thing in space? I'm not sure it is. Enter ship. Okay, you. You're gonna go back to holding tritanium, and then we're going to level you up. There we go. Now we're gonna get some more cargo bays. And what? 2 disruptor energy threshold. I don't even know what that... The energy threshold thing, I've seen like the UI for it that it kind of like wants me to use, but I haven't had any cause to use it. Maybe I should. Of course, phaser room. 2 disruptor energy threshold. 20 subsystem or weapon system. Oh, high damage to shields, low against hull. Moderate to both. Okay. Maybe let's actually do another one of these. Because I hate free space. It's the worst. Here we are. Captain, we've stumbled upon a massive debris field. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense that anyone would leave this many salvageable resources floating around, so we should investigate. Be cautious and salvage anything that seems safe. Get the debris aboard. Scan for life signs. Have a shuttle perform close-range scans before salvage operations. And... so close. So close. Oh, that tops us off. Alright, off we go. We've got a side quest over here anyway. Hey, cargo bay is up. Enter. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. No. Not enough crew? Oh. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. We're gonna turn that off. It's just not. I mean, when it's on, we're gonna want uranium. But we definitely want the cargo bay right now. Okay. Yeah, hold on to more uranium, and let's level you up. Huh. Yeah, we need more crew in a big way. Hey, there's our cargo bay. Doink. Doink. Great. How much crew did it? 7? My goodness. Okay, well. That's all we've got so far. So we'll just start salvaging all that. What's this gonna do? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Amazing. What do we have? Some deuterium. Some more deuterium. Tritanium. The duranium. Deuterium, duranium. Tritanium. Deuterium. That's got dilithium. We're definitely going there. Duranium. Tritanium. Deuterium. Tritanium. Deuterium. And night. Night. Apparently that is the shadowed side of the asteroid. Okay, well, well, I guess we can use some tritanium, sure. Let's swing by the debris field over here. Hey, our holodeck is up. Enter ship. And the betamite synthesis is done. So now we can make synthesized benamite crystals. Okay. There we are. Our holodeck is up. And that gave us an extra 10 morale per cycle, which is great. That's just lovely. Not going to complain about that. Let's keep clearing out these ruined rooms, I suppose. Warning, we've entered a contaminated cloud. No way. Okay, ruined room. Nope. There we are. Workshop. Core integration and coupling of power systems. Wow, that does take a lot, doesn't it? Here we go. How long is that going to be? 10. Gonna catch some sleep. You'll be lurking to farm points, though. Well, thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep. And, yeah, we'll catch you next time. Okay. For now, I'm going to bump us up to tier 6, so that we're positive on energy generation. Small debris field. We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. We can use the tractor beam to consolidate the debris for easier collection. We can't use the waste disassembler because that was just sad. So let's see if we can blow it up. Captain, there was a lot of value on the debris. The shuttles helped a great deal in recovering valuable resources. We salvaged everything we could. And yet, the shuttles did not make manifest their entire reason for existence. Alright, ruined room, ruined room. Freaking... Is there... What only takes one crew? A battery compartment? I guess I can stick a battery compartment somewhere. But why? Captain, we've detected a massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel yield is exceptional. Hey, look, there's a missile. We can deploy collector probes for a safer, though less efficient collection. We can risk flying directly into the atmosphere to collect, or we can detonate the planet. Oh, close. Very close. We filled most of the storage capacity, but the shuttle is barely holding together, Captain. Did you try the self-destruct button? Did you? 'Cause I don't think you did, crewman. Alright, so we've got 8 of our 12. Oh yeah, that's right. We need more crew. We need way more crew. Let's pick up some deuterium then. No, some tritanium. There we go. Okay. We do not need that engineering office. Hey, there we go. Bring up sickbay. Hey. Actually, let's leave level 2 one on so that if we have any events that want it. Captain, scans indicate that a Borg sphere has crashed on this demon planet. Demon planet. It would come at great risk, but we could try to salvage its resources. We can risk to send down a small transport or a small away team to gather resources. Or we can use advanced protection technology and tools to gather resources. That seems like it should have a higher chance of success, I'm not gonna lie. But it is actually better, so never mind. Hey, using the advanced equipment, the team was able to secure the resources and has returned from the demon planet without any injuries. Okay. Oh, let's swing by the asteroid then. Knight the asteroid. Hmm. Captain, we have just been hailed by the ambassador of a species called the Erythian. Their homeworld was hit by a series of severe ion storms. Infrastructure is crippled, and they are urgently asking for donations to assist the injured and begin reconstruction. What is our response? Sure. Our response is take all of it. Have it all. Understood, Captain. I'll inform the Erythian ambassador immediately and begin preparations for transporting both food and building supplies. It feels good to be able to help. Say that when you're hungry. Alright, is anyone in here? Nope, okay. We don't need that sick bay. We don't want that sick bay. So now what? We've got 4 crew floating around? Yeah, okay. Whatever. Off to the asteroid. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Mysterious readings. Voyager encounters a desolate asteroid in the depths of space, its surface emanating strange readings. Captain, the closer we get, the more erratic my sensor readings become. I can't get a lock on anything. That escalated quickly. Ship-wide power failure. All systems are offline, including life support. I want an away team on site. Looks like we'll have to bring back the power manually. Okay. And we're going to sit tight for just a minute because I guess it's time for me to inflict ads on everybody. Well, some people. So, let's go ahead. What the heck? Oh, there we are. Let me just do this. There we go. Okay, and we're gonna kick off those ads. Ugh, freaking ads. And then we'll just hang out here. Yeah, so, kind of exciting stuff. There's an asteroid doing something. Can't wait to find out what that is. There we go. Had to worsen my posture a little bit. So you recommended traits innovator. I don't remember who that is, but they're for sure going. Yeah. So looking forward to this. I've got to figure out what to do after this. I don't know if I'm going to do another run through or if I'm going to pivot games. Maybe something like RimWorld, or maybe just keep doing this game forever. Forever until they come out with a different one. I suppose that's an option. But we've got a ways. RimWorld could be kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little worried about it because I don't do it well, and the settings I like to play on are unforgiving, to say the least. Oh, hey, we are back. Ads are done. Thank goodness. I guess it was only a minute and a half instead of 3 minutes. I'm okay with that. I am so okay with that. Alright, well, let's get our... Yeah, I'm thinking RimWorld is going to be a good pivot point. I know that there's a kind of a horror-ish game coming out mid-April that I am not sure if I want to stream or not. I'm not entirely sure what the content's going to be, but I don't know. I might do it, I might not. It's definitely be a tone shift from this. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so we want an innovator. Do we have an innovator? No? What happened to our innovator? Oh, it was Balana. Why aren't any of you innovative? Fine. So it looks like we're going to want engineering and diplomacy. So this guy's going to be engineering. That guy's going to be a bunch. He's got science, but really nothing else. She could really help with that medical. And would definitely help with the, yeah, okay, we're going to stick her in there. And then it is tempting to throw Balana at it. But maybe, oh no, we definitely need survival. Which is either him or her. He would help out more. Huh. Uh-oh. I've got to take this. I'm gonna mute. right. I apologize for that. I am back, and we are heading off into, well, to this asteroid to study what the heck is going on. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Milana. She seems like the best one to go. Ah, that transporter sound, I love it. Captain, we're in total darkness and the turbolift is down. What's our approach? We can calm everybody down. Kind of. I mean, she kind of can. I might want her science, though, for next time. We can lead the team through the ships. I mean, that's Starfleet. And what's coming up next? I might do... Oh, no, he's got engineering. Okay. Or we can crawl through the Jeffries tubes, which would get rid of both of our engineers for next time. That doesn't sound great. So we're going to use Kess and just try and calm everyone down. Oh. The team tries to calm the crew, but their efforts fall short. Panic spreads, causing delays as crew members struggle to follow instructions. Captain, we need to get the power back online. What's the plan? We can kickstart the warp core with a good kick in the, with the power cell, or we can reroute power from the nearby rooms to the emergency relays. That seems likely. That seems very likely. Yeah, we're gonna kickstart the warp core. See what falls out. The away team kickstarts the warp core smoothly. As the ship powers up, crew members enter visibly distressed. The report being attacked by something in the dark. Captain, the crew is panicked and hurt. They need reassurance. What's our approach? Well, we can calm the crew and listen to what happened. That worked out so freaking well last time. We can prioritize treating injured crew. Or we can take action and go investigate. If that worked, that would be very, very nice. Because we actually do need some food right now. And I'm a sucker for these bioneural gel nano for these computer chips. But that's like 50-50 odds. Yeah, let's just let her go for it. Yeah, we're going to prioritize treating the crew, get a little bit of science. The team treats the injured crew, gaining their trust and more information about the attacks. Following the leads, they venture into a dark part of the ship where the power has yet to be recovered. Moving deeper into the ship. Wait! There's something! Unknown creature ahead. It's hurt by our light, but armed and hostile. How do we approach it? We can try and reason with the alien. Cass, you're just not doing great on that. We can overwhelm the intruder, which gives us some tritanium. We could use it. Or we can increase the power of the light source to keep the alien at bay, which is our science option. Nope, we are going to engage in fisticuffs, I guess. And overwhelm the intruder. Hey, we did it. There's that Klingon blood. The team acts fast, a coordinated takedown, swift and efficient. Wounded and breathing heavily, it's brought to sickbay for containment and examination. We got 3 dilithium out of that, and 48 tritanium. That's amazing. So we had 3 successful challenges. We're in Sector 8 for a nice little bonus. Yeah, all in all, not bad. If only Cass hadn't dropped the ball on that first one. Dang it, Cass. Janeway to sickbay. Doctor, tell me about our guest. He refers to himself as a creature of the void, Captain. He has a few battle wounds, but that's the least of his problems. Theta radiation poisoning. He's dying. Are you allied with the Malon? Uh-oh. We're not allied with them, but we have one on board. We're aware of the Malon, but we are not allied. We're simply trying to cross this region of space. They will come for me. Why? They're killing us. poisoning our space. Empathetic, why are the Malon poisoning them? And pressuring, why were you trespassing? I mean, that is a question. If they're hunting you, why are you hanging out there? But I imagine it's some sort of sabotage thing. The Malon are killing your people? There must be a reason. We don't know. Tried to intervene. Angered them. Poisoned. Forced to flee. Found asteroid. Waited until you came. So the power failure was your doing? Fired EMP pulse. Wanted to remain unnoticed. Thought Malon had allies here. Urgh. Captain, his condition is deteriorating. Your medicine won't work. You must return me to my people. Without them, I can't survive. I'm glad he can speak in full sentences now, though. That is a relief. He's right. Whatever I try just doesn't seem to help. I must go home. I can show you where. Very well. Helm, stand by to receive new coordinates. We're taking our guest home. Alright. Oh, shoot. We are hurting for Hole a little bit. So let's... There we go. How little of a bit? Oh, exactly 10. Well... Oh, we can't. Okay. Well, alright. And we'll just... Alright, what are we doing? I think we're still marking time, aren't we? Until these are done being made. 1 cycle. Wow, okay. And we've got... what? 3 cycles left on that. Okay. Oh, right. Where are we supposed to take them? Clear the hooligans back there. My goodness. Alright, well, do we have sufficient resources? I guess we do. There food here? There's not. Alright, let's grab some deuterium. Step 2 is done, Captain. Now for the final phase. Installing the dedicated control matrix, the drive's brain. Then we load the phase correction software and run final calibrations. We'll need Borg nanites for the fine-tuning. 1 computational control and nanite calibration. X-calibration? Hey, crew quarters level 2. That is what we want to see. Okay, let's come over here and get this cutting beam control room. I am fascinated by this. And it's going to lower our morale a little bit, but that's okay, I think. People have beds again, or at least they will. Okay. So, we want... I'm going to clear these out so we've got this nice 2-layer there. I don't see anything better happening over here, so let's get this upgraded. Boink. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Why are we... Oh, are we on, what's some rations? No. Why are we only at 9? The heck? Ooh. How long until you guys make food? 2 turns? 4 turns. Yeah, okay. Let's slap you guys on premium replicator rations then. Captain, we've stumbled upon a massive debris field. It doesn't make sense that anyone would leave this many salvageable resources floating around, so we should investigate. We only need 800. And so to get that 800, we're going to throw a shuttle at it and hope it blows up the spares. Let's go! It just doesn't get it. Captain, We've successfully identified and disarmed several traps. Salvage operations were a complete success. Hooray. Okay. Let's grab some duranium then. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're done. Look at that. Look at what we can do there. Okay. So yeah, we'll just get rid of that. We don't need this. We don't need this. That does give us enough for a waste disassembler. We're just going to switch to that. How long do you have? 6 turns. Yeah, alright. Oops. Alright. Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down, but structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. We can blindly teleport team on board to force open the storage and retrieve all contents. We can destroy the vessel and salvage the debris. Or, the only option, send a shuttle to breach the storage by detonating on its face. Oh, it tried. It was so close. The shuttle team managed to breach the storage and extract all resources. Better luck next time. Space cowboy or something. Okay, so we have 8 turns there. We have 2 turns there. Fantabulous. Love to see it. What do we have going on? Oh, wait. You are... Unpause, please. Okay, what are you doing? You got 5 cycles? Okay. So, we're going to come in here, and we're just going to telepovenate. Oh, yeah, okay, we're going to enter the ship. There we are. Now we're going to turn off the emergency quarters. Turns out there's still 6 homeless. So, yeah, we're going to upgrade this one. There we go. And that'll open that up. We can slap like a phaser array or something in there. You. 17. No. We're going to do Borg to Knights. Yeah. And then we're going to get people back onto normal food rations because that was just pummeling our deuterium. Look at that. Man. Alright, what do we have here? 3 turns and 6 turns. Good, good. Warning, we've entered a contamination cloud. Hey, the crew quarters. And cutting beam control room. Oh, fantastic. Regeneration alcove. I don't care about the regeneration alcove, though. Morality stability protocols. No. Enhanced. No. Double rations. It is nice to have an additional lever, but not right now. A large cargo bay. It's just so big. It is so huge. The energy cost of cargo bays is nice. Offsetting it. Shuttle bay level 3. Mine piloting link. Good cadfree. Advanced industrial replicator. What? Oh. Workshop efficiency. Don't care. Large battery compartment. Meh. Environmental control systems. Environmental control systems sound great too. Except right now we're not really hurting for... We're really not hurting for power. We will be. But... maybe if we do science level 4. There was something over here. Navigational deflector level 3 will really help. Is that really it? Hydroponics bay level 3. Well, we don't have Hydroponics space. Okay. So I think science is not going to be all that useful right now. Regenerative shielding is nice and passive. Hull reinforcement is nice and passive. Enhanced maneuvering thrusters is nice and passive. Salvage pro. Okay, so everything in combat is very passive, and I love it. We can upgrade our phaser control rooms, which will be great. Shield generator level 2. I really want to do that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Otherwise, it's going to be shield matrix. Otherwise, it's going to be literally just shield matrix. Which is a 2-wide room. That is why I had my eye on that. Fine. 2-wide room is enticing. Let's do it. Okay. In the meantime, we have a cutting beam control room. There we are. Yeah, we're going to demolish this. And... oh, right, it'll be in Borg. Cutting beam control room. Oh, it's going to take 3 Borg nanites. Shoot. Okay. So it's going to give us an extra weapon, or an extra thing to shoot. But more importantly, it's going to give us extra options in events. And that's what I'm really excited about. You can tell by my voice. This is my excited voice. In the immortal words of Tommy Lee Jones, this is my happy voice. Oh, shoot. There's another emergency quarters there. Okay. Maybe then we will turn this guy back on. Yeah. And let's see, what do we want? Where do we want to do this? This crew quarters. This one can use an upgrade. There we go. Okay. I feel good about that. Why are we so zoomed in? Oh my goodness. And why is a weakened Malon freighter attacking us? What is the outcome of this that you foresee?
What are your orders, Captain?
My guy. Pelk, could you talk some sense? You come pretty hurt. My guys.
Moving to attack the starboard side, Captain.
Okay. You picked this fight, so...
Ability ready, Captain.
Power up the weapons. Stun the freighter.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. Then just use Balanas. And...
ability ready, Captain.
reset. Look at that. Torpedo incoming. Hey, what the jerk?
And ability ready, Captain.
You're supposed to hit the shields first. Oh, that was a dirty bomb. Oh, you jerkwad. What the heck? I'm not the only one that saw that, right? That torpedo came, like, way off from the side. Alright, we got some deuterium, a little bit of morale, some science points. And there we go. Alright. We are still working on our Borg nanites. Workshop. Okay. Oh man, he's going to have to go through 2 cycles for that. Well, that's fine. Okay, well, with that done... yeah, I guess we'll upgrade this. Doink. Man, that is hitting the Triterium hard. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Okay, we're going to return later, and we're going to zoom out. Okay. Let's actually grab some deuterium. Yeah. Let's grab some deuterium. Doot doot. Captain, We've stumbled upon a massive debris field. It doesn't make sense that anyone would leave this many salvageable resources floating around, so we should investigate. Be cautious, get debris aboard, scan for lives, or blow it up. Come on. So close. Well, not remotely close, but kind of close. We've uncovered some traps, but we're unable to disarm them. We've salvaged anything that was safe. Alright, and then some duranium. Hey, crew quarters. Doink. Alright, so what if we turn this off? 8! My goodness. Oh, yeah, okay, no, we're waiting on that. Alright. Who? Someone twisted around my star map. We have detected a Class O planet, which is largely covered in water, and features a diverse ecosystem. Scans indicate valuable resources are concentrated in the ground just beneath the water's surface. We can deploy prototype mining devices to extract resources from the seafloor, or we can send a shuttle to blow up and retrieve resources from under the water. Well, better luck next time. The shuttle made it back safe and sound and was able to extract plentiful resources. Alright, let's go to this night alien ship. Hey, the crew quarters are done. Whoa. Captain, I must inform you that our patient succumbed to the theta radiation poisoning. We took too long. He reached out and we couldn't save him. We owe his people the truth. Let's take him home. No. Guys, I am not a nurturer, apparently. Well, alright, since we're not in a hurry anymore. Not that I realized we were in a hurry before. Man, that is exactly the kind of crap I would restart for. Or reload for. I have no problem save scumming the heck out of that. But that's also what other playthroughs are for, and I do plan on doing other playthroughs. So I forgot my choice, and I made it, so here we are. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Continue. Vessel in visual range, Captain. More creatures of the void. Open a channel. No response. They're actively evading our presence as if they were afraid. Wait, another ship approaches. Suddenly, a massive ship looms beside the first vessel, its corroded hull venting toxic green gas into the void. Voyager's bridge falls quiet as a new, unpredictable player enters the field. Which one of you joined? We've got company, Captain. Looks like a freighter? They're hailing us, Captain. This is Controller Ep15 of the Malon. My sensors tell me a void creature is aboard your ship. Why is that your concern, Controller? That creature is wanted for crimes against my people. Hand them over. What crimes exactly? That is not your concern. Hand them over. Now. He's gone. He succumbed to radiation poisoning. Dead or alive, still a fugitive. We'll take full custody. No. His final wish was to return home, and I intend to see it honored. You've made a costly mistake, Captain. Now you will face the consequences. Threats are bloated insults, much like what I'm seeing now. Did she just call him a bloated insult? All hands battle stations. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
What are your orders, Captain?
Oh, wow. Oh, this is not a weakened Malon freighter. It's just a regular one. Okay, well, goodbye,
Moving to
shields.
attack the front, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Bop. Torpedo incoming. Would you cut that out?
Ability ready, Captain.
Bop. No. Okay, well, I just
Ability ready,
messed
Captain.
up my entire rotation. My DPS is going to plummet thanks to that.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Good. Enemy shields are destroyed. Now let's just end its
Moving to
engines.
attack aft, Captain.
And Balana, could you, Okay. We're gonna be kicked from the static. Oh, from the static. Yeah, I know, man. You interfere with our business, Voyager. But know this, the Malon remember every insult, every toxic residue. You will regret this. The Malon are retreating, Captain. However, the Void creature's ship remains at a distance. It seems they are waiting. Signal them will beam over their companion's body. This doesn't feel like a victory. I know. If we had been quicker, the alien might still be alive. You did what you could. We brought him home. Yeah, well... well... It doesn't feel like enough. And it never will. But we honored his final wish. That matters. Let's hope you're right. Helm, resume course. To better days ahead. Yeah... I bet you we missed out on a little piece of technology or something that would have really helped things out. A lot. Alright. What's in here? Anything? No. Nothing. Okay. What's... Oh, my goodness. Why are we... We don't need to be at tier 6 anymore. We can drop back down to tier 5. Save a couple of things. Well, let's pick up some fuel at this Malon export vessel. Captain, we've received a distress signal from a small vessel. Their life support is failing and won't last much longer. We can risk inviting the survivors directly aboard. Not in Malon space, we won't. We can transmit technical instructions to help them repair remotely. Or we can haul them into the expanded shuttle bay with the tractor beam. And if we're very lucky, blow them up between two missiles. Shuttles, whatever. So close. There was an accident. Maneuvering the vessel into the ship bay. The alien crew died and our shuttle bay got damaged. Yeah, I know, right? Whatever. Shuttle bay for... shuttle missile to the rescue. One kind of blew up. It tried. No, a titanium. Oh, okay. Well, that's what it is. Do you have a trade offer I saw? Duranium for food? No. No. This Aero Shuttle bay is just not coming in super handy. But it has come in a little handy a couple of times. So I don't want to just, like, wholesale get rid of it, but like it's not super exciting. Okay, so we got some crew quarters over there. We have crew quarters over here. Let's go ahead and no, we can just get rid of that. That's fine. Demolish. There we go. Okay, so we did not get enough. More deuterium. More! Captain, we've detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel yield is exceptional. We can deploy collector probes for a safer, though less efficient collection. Or we can risk it all for the biscuit. Oh no! How long is left on that? How long? We're just gonna mark time. Yeah, emergency quarters. Great. Yeah, lovely. One more. And our shuttle bay is back up. Okay, now we're going to launch a missile. And we're gonna get ourselves some fuel somehow from the missile. Let's go. we're going to get some fuel from the missile because the missile didn't do its freaking job. The shuttle collected all the deuterium it could and made it back safe and sound. Freaking... not cool, man. Not cool. Alright, what's over here? Any titanium? Yes. Okay, we're coming here. Yeah, we're gonna zoom to the moon over here. Hey, Borg Tier 2. Fantastic. We do want a shield matrix. So let's get that going. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 Borg nanites. No, that's not what we wanted. We wanted at the science lab. Okay, never mind. We wanted at the workshop. Oh, we needed 3 for that. 16 turns. Man, maybe I need to level that up. Oh, from 2 to 3? Yeah, okay, okay. Dang. Yeah, that might actually be a good thing to go studying. We have encountered a Class G planet. The atmosphere is toxic, but geological scans reveal vast deposits of crystallized resources embedded just below the hard surface. We can send a mining team. We can use controlled disruptor pulse to shatter the hard surface. Or we can focus on studying the crystallized resources and not extraction. I normally like doing that for the science, but we need titanium. So, go on. Oh, man. Captain, a catastrophic failure. The disruptor pulse disrupted the resource deposit. Disruptively. Fine. Then we'll slum it on down here. We've spent too much time in the sector. Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness among the crew. The desire to move forward, to cut off more light years from our journey, is beginning to affect their focus. It's not yet a problem, but to avoid a more significant morale issue, I suggest we schedule our departure from this sector sooner rather than later. Alright. We came across an abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. We can safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. We can destroy storage facilities and salvage resources. We can risk it and try to activate the station. Or we can analyze the terrain and try to mine with Voyager's equipment. I'll be honest, risking it seems like the better play here. Oh, well... Analyzing the terrain is still going to give us some, and we need titanium. Because orange sometimes is just nothing. Or it's you succeed, but you take injuries, and I'm fine with that. Red is just bad. So let's go with this option. Our scientists found a spot to mine. We extracted a medium amount of resources, Captain. Oh, fine. Great. We have 39 titanium now. Let's get some fuel from this Borg sphere. Captain, a good number of the crew have formally asked about shore leave. You know, with all the relentless stress of our journey, a little break from duty is just absolutely vital for keeping everyone's spirits up and their heads clear. No, I'm not doing that right now. We're all minus 200. The crew regrets my decision, Captain. Well, they will stop regretting it in, what, 10 cycles? It's fine. Okay, forget that Borg sphere. Oh. Never mind. My bad. Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. Is it a Borg sphere? It's powered down, but structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. Blindly send a team on board to force open the storage and retrieve all contents, destroy the vessel and salvage the debris, or, the only option, send a shuttle missile to breach the storage from the outside, and then a follow-up crew to extract resources. Let's go! The shuttle team managed to breach the storage and extract all the resources with absolutely zero explosions. Fine. Any titanium over here? Actually, yes. Okay. How could they do this to us? I know. It is maybe not the worst, but it is certainly a worst. Hey, items research shield matrix. Let's enter the ship. Yep, close that. Great. And you are a fantastic little... No. Yes! 8 nanites? Holy crap. Jeez. Oh, I didn't notice that. Matures X-Borg every 17 cycles. You can just hatch more Borg. That's kind of great. That's kind of great. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. So we've got 3 homeless, quarterless, whatever. Yeah, let's get you upgraded. Let's turn that off. Let's get you upgraded. Missing resources? What? Prove it. 40 titanium. My goodness. Okay. Uh-oh. Battery depleted. Oh. No, man. Look. There we are. See? See how everything is fine? And how that was super not necessary? Yeah. That was, yeah. Don't need to be so alarmist, my guys. We're okay. Alright, icy planetoid. We have detected a Class D planet. This small planetoid has no atmosphere, but scans reveal surface deposits of resources trapped just beneath the ice. The low gravity makes remote operations easy, but the surface is extremely cold. We can shoot a thermal beam to heat a wide surface area for mining. We can launch a torpedo to shatter the surface for resource exposure. Or we can deploy specialized mining probes to break up dense deposits. I'm a big fan of explosions, so we will launch a torpedo to shatter the surface for resource exposure. I only wish that we could send a shuttle to do the same thing. The torpedo blast was uncontrolled, triggering a catastrophic seismic fracture that scattered all resources and caused a major shockwave. We then did not feel like picking up the scattered resources and left. Alright, let's add a work team, get you on hole patching duty. Fine. Fine. That's how we're doing it. Then let's get down here to the Herogen ship, or whatever it is. Captain, our sensors have detected a heavily damaged Borg sphere. Its hull is breached in multiple locations, and both shielding and sensors are offline. Internal scans show a few drones still active, focusing on repairing the ship's core systems. I don't want this ARU facility, geez, 96. But we will board the vessel and attempt to retrieve useful materials. Great. We got 38. 4 crew got injured. That's fine. Nothing our handy dandy sickbay can't handle. Captain, the crew morale is declining. Many are growing restless, concerned that we are losing precious time on our journey home. It is urgent that we resume our journey at your earliest convenience. Prolonging our stay any further may lead to more severe morale issues. That's fine. Oh no, we got ambushed by our weakened Malon freighter.
What are your orders, Captain?
Please blow up their warp core.
Captain.
Launch the shuttles if we
Ability
want
ready,
to.
Captain.
What is this? What?
Ability ready, Captain.
Have I been able to do that this whole time? And have I just
Ability
not
ready,
been...
Captain.
Oh my
Enemy
goodness.
shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. Oh, those those were engines, not torpedoes. My bad. Okay, well, I'm going to fix that. Alright, abandoned space station. Captain, sensors detect a space station. The whole of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs on board. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. We can scan the station for any left resources. We can destroy a part of the station where cargo might be. Or we can send work teams to open up closed facilities and search for resources. I'm going to do that one because there's no orange. There is yellow, though. Ooh. Our work teams found sealed cargo bays and opened them. There was only a medium amount of resources inside. What makes the amount medium? I'm curious. Whatever. Okay, so we are doing just ducky on uranium, not so ducky on tritanium. Really not so great there. And we are going to start needing fuel. Oh, but we can drop back down a tier and just work on batteries for the time being. We came across an abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. Destroy storage facilities and salvage resources. Risk it and try to activate the station. Or analyze the terrain and try to mine with Voyager's equipment. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and risk it because playing it safe last time did not work. Activating the station let us unlock doors to the storage facilities. We took everything the station had in storage, which was, fortunately, a tidy amount of tritanium. Alright, let's go over to this Borg probe and get ourselves some fuel, and then we can pop off to the next sector. Ooh. Captain, we have encountered a debris field. Sensors are indicating that this debris field consists of starships that have very recently been destroyed. We can risk ambush and thoroughly scan the debris. We can quickly beam aboard any valuable salvage before the attackers return. Or we can have a shuttle missile perform close-range scans before salvage operations. Ooh, very close to a happy day. The shuttle was able to locate a few valuable resources in the debris, Captain. Unfortunately, the detonation mechanism did not go off. Fine. Okay. Off to the workshop. What have you got? Oh, that's cheap. Off we go. And then we're going to be doing Borg nanites for the foreseeable forever. Alright, off to the shipwreck. What do we got here? Captain, we have discovered the remains of a Borg cube drifting in space. The hull shows severe biogenic damage. Residual energy signatures suggest parts of the vessel are still active. We can scan the cube and beam away. Scan the cube and beam an away team to targeted areas. We can recover external debris only, or we can go for science instead. I'm going to scan the cube because we are actually here for fuel. The scans help the team avoid most dangers. We recovered a lot of resources, though some sections were inaccessible. 1023. I am okay with that. Alright. What's over here? Anything interesting? Yes, everything interesting. Deuterium. More gas. Tritanium. Deuterium, duranium, deuterium, duranium. more D resources. Food. Ooh. Ooh. We need more people. This is very exciting. Yeah, let's zoop over here. Yeah, let's start with the people. Okay. We've detected a settlement on a Class M planet. The population appears to be Borg, but their technology is primitive, and they are not connected to the collective. It seems a small group was stranded and has been adapting for years. They may have useful information or technology. We can send an away team to meet the X-Borg, offer supplies, and invite them to join Voyager's crew, or we can maintain a safe distance to study their unique society and adaptation. I'm going to invite them. The X-Borg were cautious, but grateful for the offer. 5 individuals, particularly disillusioned with their current life, chose to join the crew. Now that you're here, we have no regeneration alcoves. I guess we should do something about that, huh? Essential for Borg crew. Instead of needing accommodation and quarters, they regenerate here. Okay, well, great. Well, let's get that going. How big is that going to be? 3 wide. Okay, well, that's not particularly surprising. Still, we got 5 crew out of it. What all is this going through? Fuel and, deuterium. That's why it is a little more. Yeah, I don't think we want a second one of those sapping our deuterium. And I don't think that we could split multiple up into, like, one doing deuterium and one doing gel packs. Oh, man, is it that time already? Okay. We're going to take a 3-minute break because we have to run ads to stop the pre-rolls from being pre-rolls. So, get up, take a break, walk around, watch someone else, whatever you do during ad breaks. We're going to go ahead and kick that off. And I'm just going to sit here and wait for the ad break to be done. So, see you in a couple minutes. And for those of you still here, I just got a non-redeemed hydrate, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. Where is this? Let's scoot that over a little bit. Oops. Whoops. Sorry. I'm still getting the hang of OBS. That was wrong. Yeah, I think that you are right, though, Thasix. I'm thinking that, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I think that RimWorld is probably a good pivot from this. And that's only if I don't keep playing this. I probably will. Alright, man. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to really... I guess I can look through this. Might glean some more information while we wait for everyone to come back. Nine cycles? Wait, hold up. What? I didn't realize we were that low. No way. No way. Oh, that's what... Okay, yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that here in about half a minute. Okay, good. Nice posture check, a little stretch, some hydration, a little bit of dehydration. All right. It claims that the ads are done, so welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sitting through those. And all right, while we were taking our impromptu stretch and posture check break, I found out that we need to kick up the warp core because our batteries only had 9 turns left, and that was just not going to fly. So that has been done. I also thought about making another biolab, and I might have changed my mind, to be honest. I might go ahead and go for it, but we are definitely upgrading these crew quarters, and that will occupy our people for the time being. Alright, what do we got down here? It seems that a Borg probe has been stranded in this debris field. Scans indicate that Borg are aboard, but it seems they have been disconnected from the collective and are now confused and aggressive. Well, I doubt we're going to be recruiting much from here, but let's give it a shot anyway. It seems that oh yeah, I just read that. So we can transport them into our holodeck, where we can let them calm down in a safe environment. And look at that, holodeck level 2. I knew that was going to come in handy. Transport them to our regeneration alcoves. That would have been handy. And the neuroelectric field generator also would have been nice. But instead, we'll go with the holodeck level 2. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. All X-Borg were calmed down in our holodeck. We can safely let them join the crew. Alright. Well, what did that do to our morale? 21 crew without quarters. Yeah. Yeah, we got -5 in there. Okay, well, that's fine. Duranium is still doing fine. Deuterium is not, though. So let's top off there. We located a cluster of organic remnants adrift in space. Adrift in space, Captain. Their origin is unknown, but the Borg signature is unmistakable. Strange. The Borg aren't exactly known for being wasteful. My goodness. We can beam on board any useful pieces, or we can recycle the biological parts, which just sounds amazing. The Borg nature of the material proved difficult to process, Captain, but we managed to recover most of the usable components. Fantastic. Could have only been better if we had gotten some nanites out of it. Hey, computational control and nanite calibration crafted. Captain, we located a Borg sphere encased beneath the glacial surface of this planet. Its systems are inactive, but the vessel itself is largely intact. Melting the ice would grant access to valuable components, but it could also reactivate the sphere. Oh man. I really need that cutting beam control room, jeez. Through the ice, yeah. We're going to recover only surface level debris without melting the ice. Look at that. We got 36. We gathered what we could from the surface, Captain. It wasn't much, but it avoided any unnecessary risks. Okay. Let's talk to Arturus. Captain, the slipstream prototype is ready for initial trials, and it does look promising. Captain, forgive the interruption. I have found no conclusive evidence of foul play on Arturus's part. However, I have reanalyzed the Starfleet transmission. It is a masterful forgery. Therefore, I have recreated the original, unaltered version. On screen. Admiral Hayes returns to the view screen, although with a hint of sadness in his eyes. This time, his voice is clear. Apologies from everyone at Starfleet Command. We've had our best people working around the clock to find a way home for you, but despite our best efforts, there's not much we can do for you. We've sent you all the data we've collected on the Delta Quadrant. With luck, you'll find at least some part of it useful. Maybe enough to shave a few years off your journey. We hope to see you soon. Well, that's a kick. There's no miracle ship, no shortcut home. But if the Dauntless isn't Starfleet... Find Arturus. I want him on my bridge. Now. He was on the Dauntless with my engineers, analyzing the ship's controls. Send an away team and bring him back. I want the truth from him. If that's a language he speaks. Fly back to the USS Dauntless. No. But we just got here. Let's pick up the tritanium and then, yeah, I guess we'll get out of here. Oh, look, the crew quarters upgraded. Fantastic. Look at that. 8. Okay. 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 So, hey, cutting beam control room. Heck yeah. Yeah, we are 100% slapping that bad boy in there. It's not free real estate, but it is real estate. We came across an abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. Safely search for anything valuable without entering the station? No. Destroy storage facilities and salvage resources? Maybe. Risk it and try to activate the station? Probably. Analyze the terrain and try to mine with Voyager's equipment. I'm going to risk it. Try to activate the station. Totally worth it. Activating the station let us unlock doors to the storage facilities. We took everything the station had in storage. Which reminds me, for really no good reason, we can drop back down to Tier 2. Okay, so we got 8 cycles left on that. This is really tempting for another biolab. I think we're going to make a new work team, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. It's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. But, oh, that's only 3? Hold up. Do we have a 3 slot available anywhere? No. Okay, well, it was worth checking anyway. Biolab. There we go. 6 cycles. Great. Alright, let's get some more gas and then be on our way. Captain, we found wreckage of a small vessel. It's heavily damaged, emitting radiation, like everything else in this sector, and is about to explode. We can try to carefully salvage resources scattered around the irradiating wrecked vessel. Or we can send a team to try to stabilize the ship from the inside. And I'm going to go with that one. Because I'm blinded by greed. Hey! We managed to stabilize the ship and retrieve all resources, Captain. Great. Now we're going... What the heck? What? Okay, what's here? Hold up. No titanium. Oh, repair station, though. Trade? What do you got? Might be worth checking out. There's no titanium. Okay. There's one titanium. So, yeah, I might end up going there. But not right now. Right now, where... Wait, I lied. Oh, okay. Shuttle missile! Hey, Firefly, welcome in. Good to see ya, and thank you so much for the shuttle missile emote. Captain, tensions are rising. The crew is growing increasingly anxious. We've lingered here too long, and doubts are spreading about our commitment to the journey home. I strongly recommend we resume course immediately. Morale minus 20 per cycle. Ugh. Alright. Oh, good. Regeneration alcove. Ding! Regeneration alcove is done. And the Neuroelectric field generator. I mean, like, I don't plan on using it, but we have seen an instance where... an event wanted it. Might as well just get the research done. So welcome, thank you very much. It's very fun. It is. I've had endless enjoyment out of it. You woke up, so you're going to chill here for a bit. You have to be up in 6 hours. That's... I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's not amazing. I hope you have your stimulant of choice to help you through that. A headache? That's even worse. Hey, the biolab is done. Doink. Okay, what is this? It does work separately. Okay. Okay, I can get behind that. Alright. And regeneration alcoves. Okay. How big is it? 3? Got more of these freaking... Fine, we'll put the regeneration alcoves over there. Well, I hope that the headache clears up. In the meantime, I hope that...
Moving to attack the port side, Captain.
I hope I can be at least distracting enough to... to
Ability ready, Captain.
make that not the center of everything. Don't worry, take medicine, can go back to sleep once the headache goes away.
Captain.
Good.
Ability ready, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Let's keep doing the little circle of
Enemy
death here.
shields destroyed, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Yeah, they're pretty much... Think you would like this game minus the flying around. Now, which flying around? The flying around in like battles like this, or the flying around like the planets and stuff? Hey, well, they surrendered. Well, deuterium, uranium, morale, wanted tritanium, but you know, whatever. Cutting beam control room fires a powerful beam that deals very high damage to hull, but deals low damage against shields. Each additional cutting beam control room increases the energy threshold in combat, which I need to be doing more. You know, Star Trek Online, that was the worst part, the actual flying and damaging enemies. Yeah. What? Armed to the teeth. I have a combined combat strength of 250. Right on! Yeah, I haven't played Star Trek Online. I actually downloaded it once, and then I realized that I just don't feel like getting into an MMO right now. But, yeah, there's not a ton of combats, so that might not be a huge blocker, but there are a few. So I guess, you know, when engaging if you actually want to jump for the game or not. I think the demo actually gives you a good representative ratio of how many combats there are to like everything else. Regeneration alcoves, essential for Borg crew. Instead of needing accommodation and quarters, they regenerate here. It's gonna take a little bit more juice, which we're under half, so I'm gonna up that. And honestly, we need more. Another regeneration alcoves. There we go. And we've got 5 people hurt in sickbay. Yeah. In sickbay. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? How much longer am I going? I don't know. I have recently become a big fan of the current spring edition of Red Bull, and I had one like 3 hours ago. So, like, normally I would be calling it right about now, but I'm probably going to keep going for a little bit longer. 9-hour streaming coming. Maybe. That would be quite the something in a place where they set the clocks ahead. I actually might end up with like 9 hours of streaming today because there's this, and then I'm doing Vintage Story in like, I don't know, 12-ish hours. And then Firefly and I are going to be jumping on and doing a bit of Raft in the evening. So, I don't know, it might end up being 9 hours of, not 9 uninterrupted hours, but 9 hours in total. So we are in a place where they set the clocks ahead. That has been kicking my butt all week. That has just not been my favorite thing in the world. Oh, man, I can't wait until people finally get around to, like, making that no longer a thing. Alright, so we've got... Just had the thought of what if I weren't. Yeah, I don't live in one of the, like, 2 cool states that don't do that. Then we'd not be at the correct time. Nope, I am. What was I doing? Right. I was evaluating what we wanted to do here. So we got science. There's 3 sciences. And for some reason, Harry Kim is better at that than Tuvok. Okay, actually, first off. So we've got Carrie, Neelix, and the Doctor, and Pelk. Those are our level 5s, and I like to keep them leveled up. So there are a couple engineering and Starfleet things. And the Doctor does have science. So what if we do these? And then diplomacy. And then Chakotay kind of fills those slots nicely. Hopefully this isn't the Borg. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Wait, stop. Any Borg? Anyone get assimilated while I wasn't looking? Okay. Well, better luck next time, I guess. Yeah. No, we're good. We're gonna keep them. Oh, right. We've located our tourist. He's on the bridge, talking to some of the engineers. Orders? We can order him back with all the authority of Starfleet at our command, or we can directly confront Arturius with his deception. Like, I kind of want to do that, but meh. Meh. We'll just toss We'll toss Chakotay into the mix here. Oh, wait, no. Survival. No, actually, we'll toss these 2 into the mix so that they'll have next turn to recover. Ah, there we go. That's using that gray marble of mine in my head. The team orders Arturus to follow them back to Voyager. He appears to be caught off guard, but suddenly lunges at the main console and shouts, I'm not coming with you, but you will come with me. We have to stop Arturus from pulling that lever. We can talk him out of it, or we can fire our phaser to stun him. I would rather talk him out of it, but I like the rewards for stunning him better, so we're going to go with that. Wow, nat 0. That's what you want in this game. Their phasers are set to stun. The away team hits Arturus, who stumbles. Enraged, he cries, "I was right about you!" And activates it. Oh, wait, that is not the voice I did for him. I was trying to channel Alan Rickman a little bit for his voice, and that was just not what I did there. Their phasers are sent to stun. The away team hits Arturus, who stumbles. Enraged, he cries, "I was right about you." That wasn't it either. And activates the console. Dauntless starts moving, and the away team is beamed into the brig. Wow, what a convenient protocol he set up. The brig's force fields are jamming our transporters. We have to break out. We can manipulate the force field with our tricorder. I mean, probably not. Or we can short-circuit the force field. Probably. So that's engineering. Next time we're also going to have an engineering thing or a science, and I guess we're going science next time. Alright. The team opens a wall panel near the force field. They find the right energy conduit and sever it, deactivating the force field. The Dauntless is too fast. At this rate, Voyager won't be able to keep up, let alone beam us out. We need to slow down this ship. We can send a power surge into the starboard thrusters, or we can gain control over navigation. I guess we're going to do that one because it's slightly better. Let's give it a shot. Go Gadget Doctor. Oh, fantastic. The away team accesses a console and tries to gain control of navigation. Although Arturus destroyed the navigational controls, they are still able to alter course. The ship doesn't stop, but it slows down. We have to make it back to the bridge so Voyager can lock onto us. Go Gadget Doctor. That needs to be the emote now. Inspector Doctor. But Arturus is still there. Is it possible to stop him from going through with his plan? We can approach Arturus. It's not too late to do the right thing. Might be too late. Or hide on the bridge? What are these choices? You know what? That had no right. That had no right. You like this? The team pleads with Arturus. His eyes flicker, then harden. A peaceful solution? You call shooting me a peaceful solution? He says, his voice heavy with loss. The Borg await us. The team sends a desperate, silent signal to Voyager. 5 successful challenges, no critical successes, but no injuries, which is really what man has dreamed of since he first looked up at the stars. Dauntless entered the slipstream. I can't get a lock on the team. Holy, Dauntless is picking up speed. We can't keep up. There's no other choice. We have to use our own slipstream. Captain, the drive hasn't been tested. We can't say how long it will remain stable, or... Consider this a test run. Now, Lieutenant. I want to see blue streaks. Not... That doesn't count. Slipstream stable for now. Slipstream stable for now. We're gaining on the Dauntless. Hail Arturus. Greetings, Captain. I see your mock drive is working. We can tell him to return our crew immediately or ask him why? I mean, I don't think telling him to return the crew immediately is actually going to work. And I am kind of curious why he's doing this. If we offended or harmed you, you need to tell me. Why are you doing this? You want to negotiate, Captain? Your diplomacy destroyed my world. Remember your alliance with the Borg? Your intervention against Species 8472? They were our only hope, Janeway. And you snuffed it out. My world assimilated just weeks after your precious alliance. Billions consumed so you could get home. I hope to take you all with me, but I'll settle with scraps. Soon this ship will return to my homeworld deep within Borg space. When that happens, you'll be assimilated with them. I will rejoin my people. Your away team and I will spend the rest of eternity as Borg. It's so sad they don't have the actual actors reading the voice lines. I mean, I have a great voice. Well, thank you. But it would have been cool to get the crew back together. Yeah, they got Tuvok and they got Paris. But for the most part, they just do little journal or personal logs at the beginning of each sector. Which, I mean, for an indie studio, that's great. It's amazing. I don't think anyone actually expected them to get the actual voices, but yeah, I really could have lived with like Robert Picardo. I would have loved to have his voice in here somewhere. And really all of them. Like, I'm kind of mad on Chakotay or Kim, but pretty much everyone else. It would have been really... Pretty much everyone else except Neelix. Can't miss the opportunity to dunk on Neelix. Not a fan. Not a fan. There's a reason he sounds like the Grand Nagus from DS9. Alright. Just thought it would have been a sweet reunion. It really would have been great. I imagine they would have had a good time for it too. Or with it too. I know Kate Mulgrew, Janeway's actress, I know that she's still active in Star Wars. I think they were talking about a Janeway-focused like Star Trek series for a little bit. And I know Robert Picardo has been... I know the Doctor's voice has been... his voice has come up, I think, in Below Decks. Star Wars. Did I say Star Wars? Man... I did the thing. I'm not a real fan, guys. I'm sorry. Forget posture checks for the next 10 minutes. I am hanging my head in shame. Keep up. We can try to talk Arturius out of this, or keep up with the Dauntless. Posture check. Hey. I said I was going to disable, or I said I was not going to do it for a bit. Fine, I will straighten up and then hang my head. There we go. This feels weird, but it's kind of doubling as a stretch, so alright. I will rejoin my people. Your away team and I will spend the rest of eternity as Borg. Keep up with the Dauntless and beam back the away team, or try and talk him out of it. I mean, he seems pretty, committed? He seems pretty committed to the bit. But let's try and talk him out of it. I can't begin to imagine your loss, but try to see beyond your desire for revenge. It's not too late to stop this. Failure? You can keep your meaningless, heartfelt drivel to yourself, Janeway. I see. You've made your choice. Lock on to the away team as soon as we're close enough. Captain, the slipstream is destabilizing. It's interfering with the transport lock. Temporarily destabilize the slipstream with a focused deflector burst. That gives us a 60% chance. We can temporarily stabilize the slipstream with emergency computational surge. That's courtesy of Stellar Cartography Level 2. We can not stabilize the slipstream and just beam them out anyway because of Transporter Room Level 2. Or we can use linked beaming for an 80% chance to don't stabilize the slipstream, just hijack the visual link and beam out the away team. I guess we're going to do that. It's got the highest chance of success. We have no time to stabilize it. Hijack Dauntless's visual link and beam them over. I've got a lock. Energizing. We can beam out the away team with a 70% chance of success, or we can use linked beaming, which we just chose, with a 100% chance to hijack the visual link and beam out the away team. Let's do that. Hijack Dauntless's visual link and beam them over. I've got a lock. Energizing. Damn you, Janeway. Damn you and all your... With a violent bang, Voyager is flung out of the slipstream, the rescued away team safely aboard. Arcturus is left behind, traveling with the Dauntless towards Borg space to be reunited with his people in assimilation. If you wanted to be assimilated, we could use more crew. I am building new regeneration alcoves. And I think that would have been an alright, mixing of his desire to be assimilated and us getting new crew. Right? That's a win-win-ish situation? Maybe? Away team is safely aboard, Captain. We are clear of the slipstream. And Arcturus. Species 8472. The Borg. Arcturus. The Delta Quadrant demands impossible choices. I save my crew and doom a civilization we never knew existed until it came looking for revenge. It wasn't the civilization, it was just that one dude. Just saying. Engineering to bridge. Casualty reports are minimal, bumps and bruises mostly. The real headache is the drive, Captain. We're lucky the conduit held out as long as it did. 5 crew got injured. Main engineering? Oh, crap. I'll run a diagnostic, but I'm guessing we're going to need new Betamite crystals. The old ones are deep fried. Deep fried? How do you deep fry a crystal? What do you deep fry a crystal in? Take care of it. Just, you deal with it. You're the engineer. Why are you telling me? Janeway out. Okay. Synthesize the Betamite crystals in the workshop. Sure. We've got that, right? Oh, jeez, dilithium. Yeah, here we go. Do the thing, I guess. Oil, obviously. Probably not the eating kind. It's probably temporal chronomatic oil or something. I don't know. Something that Neelix cooks with, I'm positive. Freaking Neelix. Okay. We really badly need titanium. So we're going to zippity-doo-dah over here. 12 cycles. My goodness. Oh! Okay. Yeah, entered a contamination cloud. That's fine. Where is B'Elanna? She's on phaser control room? Well, now she's on main engineering. Wait, I thought main engineering was hurt. What? Do we have another engineering? Okay. You don't know any oils in Star Trek? I don't think they mention any oils. I just know that... I remember that cheese episode where Neelix was so proud of that cheese he had gotten and it, hijacked the ship. Hey, speaking of hijacking the ship, we're facing a significant medical emergency. A virulent disease is spreading rapidly through the ship, and a lot of our crew is currently sick with severe symptoms. We need to treat them fast, or the disease will spread. Okay. What? Not enough available crew? Freaking... Okay, we don't need you. We do need you. 10. Great. That's lovely. Get to it. Maybe the doctor has some essential oils. He seems like the type. Our Betamite crystals have been deep fried in lavender oil. Or is that too woo-woo for him? Maybe for that, Doctor, but I could see Bashir doing it. Neuroelectric field generator. Fantastic. Okay. Are we done here? I think we're done here. What is this going to take? More dilithium. I don't love that. What else will that give us? Export capacity. Maturation chamber. I mean, that's not bad. Automated repair unit facility. 1% per cycle. I mean, that's... I love that. I love that so much. And cutting beam level 2. I might do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's... How big is it? 6. That's tiny for what it does. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Oh, and you. Oh. Freaking plague. Man. Dynamite synthesis crafted. No, that is what it says. Okay. Captain, we've received a distress signal from a small vessel. Their life support is failing and won't last much longer. We can risk inviting the survivors directly aboard Voyager, or we can haul them into the expanded shuttle bay with a tractor beam and detonate both shuttles around them, sealing off their escape route. Come on. Why? We've successfully docked the vessel and performed repairs. The crew repaid us with all their valuable resources. But it wasn't a stick-up, okay? They repaid us out of gratitude, not out of obligation, and not because of the implication. Oh, jeez. I haven't even seen that, and I know that. Okay, well, cool. We got titanium. Who is it? Captain, we've integrated the Betamite into the drive, but we've got a new problem. Of course we do. We ran some simulations, and the results are downright alarming. The Betamite won't hold under quantum stress. After approximately 17 seconds, Voyager will enter a series of phase variances, which will prove fatal for the ship and crew. With a few adjustments, we might be able to avoid these phase variances entirely. However, we'd have to do it on the fly, while already in the slipstream. A simulation beforehand could prove useful. Wouldn't this require an immense number of precise calculations? We were hoping our Borg brainiac could lend us a hand. Captain, I fear my mathematical capabilities are inadequate. The implant which handled such complex computations had to be removed by the doctor. Without it, the margin for error is too high. Sounds to me like we need a fallback plan. How about 2 Borg brains? That's it, a fallback, like a safety brake. What if we intentionally drop out of slipstream before the phase variances become critical? We'd minimize the quantum stress. If we can't take one giant leap, maybe we can hop our way home. Good thinking, gentlemen. Integrate the emergency brake and keep me posted. You don't remember her, but you never finished Voyager? So she is the Borg that you get if 7 of 9 does not survive the deborgifying process. The doctor did not successfully remove her from the collective, he removed her from the collective, but she died. So instead of getting a partial Borg hero, we get 9 of 9, who does all the same things, but isn't a hero. Yeah, it was a little bit of a really unfortunate time. Well, okay, can you get back? Yes, you can. There we go. Let's get that going. we've got more. Okay, so 4 more cycles there. 8 and 10 more cycles over there. My goodness. How many Thaluses? Oh, Thalus Catan and Thalor Cator. Did something like this happen with B'Elanna's human death? Yeah, so in the show, as you probably saw, in the show, B'Elanna is successfully rejoined into a half human, half Klingon. In this instance, we tried to stabilize human B'Elanna's DNA, and it didn't work. And so it marks regular B'Elanna as dead, but there is a reality where we could have had Klingon B'Elanna and human B'Elanna. It just didn't happen. So, yeah, that's why we have Klingon B'Elanna, is that we were able to save her. Okay, 23. My goodness. That is such a plague. Not a fan. Oh, with the non-hero? In B'Elanna's case, there really isn't a replacement for B'Elanna, like, story-wise. Well, kind of. Thought maybe that was why I had it. Elon? Yeah. So, yeah, we have, like, Lieutenant Nunez, who's, like, the step-in for Harry. And, yeah, Lieutenant Lonnie, or Leon, or something. Lieutenant L something. She's the head of engineering with B'Elanna out. With regular B'Elanna out. Klingon B'Elanna is more survival, not quite as strong engineering. So yeah, that's why we were seeing that. It's also why we have Timu Picard occasionally instead of Chakotay, is when he's out of commission, we have whoever that is. Commander Rasmussen or something. I don't know. I don't remember his name. Yeah. Running on emergency batteries. I know. On purpose, too. Another emote. Captain, we've detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel yield is exceptional. You need to write these down. I mean, they're great ideas. And honestly, I don't have any better ideas for emotes. Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still coming to grips with the idea of having emotes having emote to deploy. Captain. Oh, no, I already read that. Deploy collector probes for safer, though less efficient collection. Risk flying directly into the atmosphere to collect, or risk sending a shuttle missile to gather directly from the atmosphere. Maybe we can start a chain reaction and set fire to the planet. Well, almost. We filled most of the storage capacity, but the shuttle is barely holding together, Captain. So we got 524 deuterium. Set fire to the sun! And 3 crew got injured. Okay, well, what are we doing? Complete phase variance calculations in the science lab. I should have been on that. Oh, and we're not even... Okay. I love this automated repair thing. But maybe we do combat. We have seen an instance where torpedo launcher bay number 2 would have been nice. Science actually really doesn't have anything. Like, it'd be nice to get to tier 2, but... Wait, we have Biolab level 2? How did I miss that? Excuse me. You there. What are you doing? Missing technology. Is it already level 2? Yes? Okay. My bad. Kind of. Okay, what can engineering do? Warp field diagnostics. Large battery, environmental control. Meh. Workshop, no. Advanced industrial, no. Mine piloting link. Shuttle bay level 3. Guys, 3 missiles. Hey, the diplomat's ear. I remember when we found Arcturus, I had the option to have Tuvok look for a code breaker and Neelix to look for some technology. And Tuvok found Arcturus, which was, great. That turned out fantastic for us. And Neelix found some technology. It was called the Diplomat's Ear, and it was supposed to highlight the best choice, the best conversation choice available to you in instances like that. And I can't help but look at this and see that that is indeed not the effect. We didn't end up getting it because I just didn't have, what's it called? Dilithium. I didn't have enough dilithium. I had like 3 because I just started upgrading main engineering, I think, or something like that. Anyway, I didn't have enough dilithium to get it, so I didn't. But yeah, I would have been a little irritated to say anything about it. Let's... I don't know. I really like this. Whoa, Ashenfall, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Ashenfall and raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. If you guys haven't checked out Ashenfall, he's an awesome streamer. Always a good time. Every time I've swung by. Definitely go check him out. You can tell I'm not used to this. Yeah, definitely check him out. Good time had by all for Ashenfall and anyone that came with him. Yeah, late night Arnie. Yeah, I had a Red Bull like 4 hours ago, so I'm still a little more awake than I should be. Yeah, Ashenfall, any raiders, if you need to raid and run, get up, take a break, go to sleep, whatever you need to do, eat, drink, be merry. Yeah, feel free to go do that. Feel free to lurk, feel free to leave, whatever you need to do. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going through the Delta Quadrant and see how far we get tonight. Right now, we're learning how to wrangle Borg technology at the cost of very precious dilithium, but it's got to be done. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Hydrate. Alright, alright. It's a better idea than most. Thanks for the hydrate, Firefly. And to quote Thasix, or something. No, not the Red Bull. If I do caffeine or drink, if I do caffeine or dreams, I'm gonna redeems. I'm gonna put in a dehydrate. So it'll be hydrate and dehydrate, and it'll be a fun little balancing game. Maybe I'll find a way to put like two little like opposing meters. Anyway. Okay, so these regeneration alcoves, and those are going to give us houses for the Borgs. 10,000 points, though. Well, I figure, you know, you don't remember having gargled water. Okay, look at that emote and tell me that's not the sound effect for it. Otherwise, you'd spam it. Yeah. Understandable. Mainlining the rest of your monster. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that this spring edition of Red Bull this year is... I'm not normally a big fan of cherry, but whatever they do to this stuff, I don't know if they laced it with like PCP or something. Can I say that on stream? I don't know if they laced it with something addictive or not, but it's fantastic. It's amazing. Just like their winter stuff was. You hate cherry? Yeah, so do I. I had a couple years when I was in high school. Hashtag not sponsored. This stream not brought to you by Red Bull, but it could be. It should be, man. Yeah, ever since I worked in a cherry processing plant a couple years in high school, I just have not been able to do cherry. But this cherry Sakura flavor is... oh, it's great. Not quite as good as their ginger Fuji apple from their winter edition, rest in peace. But... yeah, it's fantastic. You love their watermelon? I haven't tried their watermelon. Is it? Careful, listening bots might give you Red Bull ads if you talk about it enough. Red Bull, Red Bull, Red Bull. I don't know about you. I'd rather get Red Bull ads than half the ads that I get from Twitch. You would do several things legal and illegal to get more Fuji apple. Yeah, I would do terrible things to good people. And then I would share with them some of the Red Bull to hopefully make it up. Okay, what have we got? Don't worry, you have a license for it? Oh, good. Trading station. And you want a ton of fuel, but you'll give me titanium. I'm gonna do that. Boink. Has he tried the blue drink? Regeneration alcoves are complete. There we are. Okay, so we've got 9 turns. The Ultra Hawaiian hold up. That sounds amazing. The watermelon, it's like a watermelon ring pop, unlike the watermelon Celsius, which is more chemically and less sweet. Okay. Okay, watermelon ring pop I can get behind. There are like 2 artificial watermelon flavors. One tastes like, you know, watermelon Jolly Rancher, and the other kind of tastes like somebody just put a watermelon rind in water and let it sit for a while. It just tastes like it to me. So yeah, energy drinks are kind of expensive now. So tell me, Thasix or Ashenfall, does this Ultra Hawaiian, does it have pineapple in there? Because I am a sucker for a good drink with pineapple in it. Newt? That penguin is looking at me judgmentally. I can't tell if that's like an affirmative or like, how dare you like pineapple? Does it actually have pineapple? Probably not. Oh, there's nothing real in it for sure. Okay. Pineapple flavoring. Does it taste like like it has pineapple? Maybe. You know, like pineapple or grape. Oh, Firefly, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Pineapple is one of my favorite flavors. I would say you're really missing out, but considering how stinking picky I am with food, I'm really not in a position to talk. Fake grape is black. Yeah, I haven't tasted many, like, grape drinks that I was a big fan of. Have I had ocean water? It's definitely just that. Fake grape? Just pineapple? Look, I will believe you 100%. I mean, like, one time I went snorkeling in the ocean and some water got in the little snorkel thing, and that did not taste like pineapple, but maybe I was just swimming in the wrong ocean. Pineapple and maybe coconut? See, that's the thing. That's that pickiness I'm talking about that I've got that I really wish I didn't. Is I'm not a big fan of coconut, which makes finding pineapple-flavored, non-coconutty drinks kind of a pain. This guy's oceans aren't made of pineapple, and I am worse off for it, I assure you. Pineapple you usually get really sick from. Oh, man, that's the best reason to avoid it, and an understandable reason not to like it. And the texture is weird. I can see that. Yeah, the texture is a little different. You despise coconut, but can't taste it too much in this. Well, okay. Okay, that is kind of my thing with coconut, is where there's coconut, it's typically, like, way overpowering to me. I don't know if I'm just, like, really sensitive to the flavor, or if I really just don't like it, but I can deal with it if it's minor enough. So, if it's not a strong flavor, I'll give it a shot, I guess. When you were little, you could eat it, but after like 6 years old, you couldn't tolerate it anymore. Oh, that is a tragedy in a single sentence. Oh, wait, are you talking about coconut or pineapple still? Because, well, yeah, not a fan of coconut. You're not missing out on anything not having coconut, I promise. Pineapple, I am so sorry. I want to be funny and say a moment of silence for it and then kick off a minute ad break so that pre-rolls don't come, but I'm not going to worry about pre-rolls for the rest. Coconut by itself is alright. I've never had just like coconut by itself. Like, I guess I've had a couple coconut flakes, but that's not real coconut either, is it? That's like, I don't know, insulation that's bleached white and minorly tastes like coconut. Sensors detect a dense cloud of interstellar gas with an unusually high concentration of deuterium. I'm not good at this whole, like, engaging with chat and playing at the game. I've really got one mode. Kind of like coconut flakes because of the added sugar into your child. Yeah, added sugar does take the edge off of pretty much everything. And we're going to risk Voyager to fly in, and hopefully the Bizarre collectors don't. Fantastic. 654. I will take it. You have vivid memories of eating pineapple upside-down cake as a kid, but you clearly remember getting sick off of it as a teenager. Upside-down cakes are kind of a mixed bag. What? Excuse me. Oh. Okay. Okay, cool. That's fine. Yeah, so there is one instance that I've had coconut flakes that I was okay with it. And that's because when I was a kid, my parents, well, my mom, would make these little Santa cookies around Christmas time, where it was like, yeah, getting sick off something will definitely ruin it for you. Absolutely. I think Thassix's sister is kind of the same way. Peanuts kind of ruined for her once it was made clear she was allergic. Captain, we located a Borg sphere encased beneath the glacial surface of this planet. Its systems are inactive, but the vessel itself is largely intact. Melting the ice would grant access to valuable components, but it could also reactivate the sphere. So I'm saying that we agree that almond joy is a crime? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Almonds are one of the weakest nuts, I would say. Almond joy is nice. No. No. Nope. Sorry, I gotta hard disagree with you. There's coconut in that stuff? Ugh. Let's see, we can recover only surface level debris without melting the ice. Meh. Or we can use Borg cutting beam to extract the whole vessel. Hey, that's that cutting beam we just built. Yes, let's do that one. I think favorite coconut thing are the coconut milk drinks with the coconut jelly. You like most shredded coconut, but if it's dry or crispy, it's awful. You prefer Mounds, to be honest? What's the difference between Almond Joy and Mounds? I know that I don't like either, but... And because I don't like either, I never gave too much thought into what's in them. Of course, that's a preference that I established as a kid and never challenged again, so maybe I should. But I'm assuming the almond. Oh, okay. The almond, you think Mounds is milk chocolate and not dark? Okay. Almond Joy has almond. I guess in retrospect, that's a little obvious. Yeah, okay. Pre-roll ads are on. Can we just disable ads wholesale? Have neither pre-roll ads nor ads? Mounds is just the moist shredded coconut milk drinks. Okay. Okay. That explains why I don't like either. Yeah, okay. Well, today I learned. You set up ads today? Right on. Not milk drinks. Wait, what? What do you mean not milk drinks? Autocorrect. Oh, Mounds is just the moist shredded coconut milk drinks. I see. Captain, we were able to get the disease under control. From now on, it should no longer spread. Good. Freaking plague victims. Okay, so we have 8 in there. We have 2 in there. Okay, that's fine. We've got 2 Borg nanites. Can we build a snowman yet? No. Oh, that's right. We need 8 freaking Borg nanites. Oh, man. All right. What do we need? We need uranium. That's what we need. Captain, we've detected traces of metal on this planet's surface. There's an old structure nearby, and the decay suggests it's been abandoned for quite some time. We could salvage the structure, Captain. We can carefully collect any loose fragments without disturbing the structure. We can beam parts of the structure aboard, thanks to our structure or transporter room level 2, or we can completely recycle useful parts of the station. Let's go with that one, because number go up. Hey! I had no right. We were able to recycle useful parts of the station, Captain. Fantastic. Alright, what is this? Trading outpost. Yeah, what do you have? Do you have Borg nanites, maybe? Captain, the crew's patience has run out. There is genuine anger across the decks. Your officers are now openly challenging the necessity of this prolonged delay. The crew is eager to move and perceives any further halt as a direct betrayal of our primary objective, getting home. Look, guys, we're... What? No, this. No, you... Okay, that's my bad. I should have checked that after I set the thing. Captain, a trading outpost is broadcasting a subspace message advertising their wares. Should we trade with them? Yes. Is there a downside to this? I don't think so. Okay. We lost 100 uranium and we got all the fuel in the world. And look, more uranium right over here. Oh, what? Prepare for combat
your orders,
against
Captain?
an ambush. Oh, you can do that. So, guys, your weapons aren't looking fantastic. Oh, without their shields, the melee... Has it always told me how to shortcut
Moving
this?
to attack the front, Captain.
Okay, what do we need? We need... What is this? I don't know what those are. So, here, we're going to... that...
Ability ready, Captain.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. Pew 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 pew. Wham,
Enemy
wham,
shields
wham.
destroyed, Captain.
Yay, we did it. Okay, we got some titanium, some more gas, not that we need that right now, and some more morale, which we do need right now. We have detected a Class E planet. The molten surface, extremely high temperatures, and intense solar radiation make it highly dangerous, but valuable resources are concentrated in pockets in the cooling crust. We can deploy standard mining probes to mine resources, or we can use a precise phaser beam to mine resources from the cooling crust. I'm going to go with that second one. And that's why. I knew that was going to happen, or at least I counted on it. The precise phaser blast safely mined resources, allowing us to beam the fragments to the cargo bay. Okay. Is there... I don't know. What do you want to patch up the last holes in our ship? Wow, you don't do anything in halves, do you? Yeah, we'll pay 750 deuterium for the 100. Huzzah, we're fully healed. Now let's do this deuterium. Captain, sensors detect a space station. The whole of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs on board. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. We can scan the station for any left resources, or we can destroy a part of the station. Or we can send work teams. Hold up. Why is that off? There. Let's try this again. Or we can send work teams to open up closed facilities and search for resources. We're going to do that one, because it's better. Oh, why can that never happen with shuttles? The work teams had a terrible accident while opening sealed cargo bays. They died in a tragic door opening accident. 1 crew died, 5 crew got severely injured, and morale dropped. And torpedo launch bay got closed. Thank you for the giant shuttle missile Thasix. Where is our torpedo? Turn that back on, please. Oh, we're short on crew. Okay. Do we need this? Yes. Yes, we do. What? No, we don't need that. Okay. Torpedo launch it. Next time, the shuttle will fulfill its civic duty. Sir. Absolutely it will. Okay, let's drop you down a tier. Back to battery. Wait, you didn't realize, huh? What did you not realize? Oh. Thank you so much for the sub, Ashenfall, but I have nothing to offer subs. I've got nothing. I've got... Thank you for the on-screen shuttle missile abrasion. Thank you much. Subscribers get this... Get this emote. It was not chosen with care. It was randomly assigned by Twitch. But please, feel free to take it and do with it what you will. Yeah, Twitch said, hey, you look like you don't have any emotes. Here's one. Give it to people. But make them pay. And I haven't looked into it enough to see if I can make that a follower thing. Go Gadget Doctor can be a sub emote. That's going to be a pretty great one. Eureka. It's a brilliant idea. 5 turns, man. Okay, what? I guess more gas? More geranium? Running on emergency batteries. I know. We have detected a Class L planet. The atmosphere is breathable, but this arid, rocky, forested world, which apparently describes Texas, is environmentally hostile. Scans indicate valuable resources on the ground. Oh my goodness, there's this stuff, dilithium. Send a mining team, engineering office level 1, that will probably give us 8. Or analyze the forested areas to find resource deposits. Science laboratory level 1. We're going to do it because I am all about that dilithium. Oh yeah, just 60 more streams without breaking the law? I would never. I would never not break the law. How do you do giant emotes? It is a bit thing. I just have it at the you believe. Also can't do it on mobile. What? That's so lame. Thank you for subscribing for a month? Wait, didn't you already? I feel like you did already. The heck? Oh, you gifted subs. Well, thank you for the subscription. Please take the Arnie to hype emote and use it well. Or, better, use it wrong. No, that was last month. Not enough available crew. Whole repair completed. Okay. I guess we'll hang out here. Thank you for the shuttle missile abrasion. Man, how do you even say that? Thank you for the shuttle missile abrasion on screen thing. Thank you for that thing you just did. Thank you very much. Captain, sensors detect a space station. The whole of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs on board. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. The heck? What just happened? Oh, thank you so much, Ash, for the cheer, the bits. Thank you very much. What is happening? The hype train must flow. The hype train, much like the spice, must flow. Yeah, apparently. I don't... Thank you guys so much. Well, fine. I can do that. Here. Doink. I see a button, I do a button. And speaking of buttons, we're going to send the work teams to open up closed facility. Do we have enough room? Yeah, we do. Okay. There. It told me to gift a sub, and So I did. What? No, I just did that. You freaking... Hey. Our work teams found sealed cargo bays and opened them. A huge amount of resources was inside. Fantastic. That's better than the medium amount of resources that we just got. Okay. Okay. So we're still just 2 turns. 1, 2. Analyze phase variance. Now we can craft phase variance analysis report. Do we actually have to craft it though? Yep. Emergency brake blueprints. Wait. Could I have been doing this the whole time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Accept the comms request and perform the slipstream jump. Warning, we will leave the sector. Oh, good. Warning, you will leave the sector. I know, that's kind of the point. In it? We're ready, Captain. There's a catch, though. Oh, thank you so much for the bits, Firefly. We need a shuttle to take point. Like sounding a boat, or like a sounding boat in uncharted waters. It would navigate the shifting phase variances. Essentially, the shuttle would provide real-time data fractions of a second before Voyager encounters them. Here's the complication. Standard auto-navigation subroutines simply can't process and react in time. It's gonna be tight, but Nine and I can manage it. Got the emergency brake ready if we need a fast exit. I'm booked at the helm, Captain. Need another pilot for the shuttle. I'll take the shuttle, Captain. Alright, Chakotay. But you'll need someone focused entirely on the sensor data. I'll do it. I've already configured the enhanced sensor algorithms needed to track the phase variances. Man, we're losing everyone. Commander, take Ensign Kim. His sensor algorithm expertise will be crucial. Prepare for launch, and good luck. The shuttle is in position. Let's get this over with, Captain. Red alert. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Secure all systems and stand by for the jump to slipstream. Speaking of losing people, you meant to head off to bed a bit ago. Yeah, I've been looking at the time and wondering, do you need me to, like, Discord you some caffeine or something for tomorrow? Good luck making my way back home. Thank you very much, Thasix. Huh. Choo choo. Yeah, so yeah, have a good one, have good sleep. I hope it's more restful than the time it will be happening in would indicate. Red alert. All hands, this is the captain. Report. Oh, no, we already did that. That was so loud. Oh. Jeez. Hey, look, it's Timu Picard. We're receiving the shuttle's data. Slipstream is stable for now. Steady as she goes, Lieutenant. Phase variances are getting volatile, Captain. I think I can compensate, but the shuttle's telemetry is feeding me course corrections and simultaneously signaling for an emergency abort. The simulations were wrong. I cannot assess whether this is an immediate structural threat or sensor malfunction. This seems like one of those that, like, if I get it right, then it continues on, and if I get it wrong, then it's just game over. You might head off soon too. You're gonna try and stay a bit longer, but you need to get back to sleep. Yeah, my Red Bull's starting to wear off. I think once we're out of this little story bit at the end of the sector, I think is a good place to call it. I mean, I am normally done an hour and a half ago, so this has definitely gone a bit long. But it's been fun. It's been nice chatting with everyone. Simulations were wrong. Don't use the emergency brake. Stay in the slipstream. No pain, no gain. We won't back down at the first sign of trouble. Maintain course. Corrections aren't holding. The shuttle data can't keep up with the variances. The slipstream is collapsing. Full power to the deflector. No effect. Hull integrity is failing. Hold her steady. I can't. Losing attitude control. Inertial dampeners offline. We're losing attitude control. Yeah, emotional dysregulation is a very common symptom of several mental health things that you should see the doctor about. I'm assuming he can function as a therapist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, no. What? Okay, wasn't expecting that. They pressed on. A fatal choice. The slipstream collapses. A violent implosion of space and time, hurtling the starship towards a frozen abyss. A crushing impact against ice and rock. Fiery silence descends upon Voyager. The long journey ends here. How dare you give me little celebratory achievement sounds for that? Okay. Well, I wonder what the save is, or where the save is. That was, I guess I was right. It was one of those you choose wrong and immediate death. Complete phase variance calculations in the science laboratory. Where are we? 3 turns remaining. 1, 2. The end of Voyager's journey. Yeah, I missed that episode in the show, but it makes a little bit more continuity sense than what did happen, I would say. Overall, a little bit of a win. Captain, sensors detect a space station. The whole of the space station is breached, and we detect no life signs on board. Finding resources in this harsh environment could be difficult. Let's send work teams to open up closed resource goodie pots things. Our work teams found sealed cargo bays and opened them. A huge amount of resources was inside. Much better. Okay. Analyze phase variance. Emergency brake blueprints. Now we just 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now I know. Don't choose what I just chose. Warning, we will leave the sector. That's the idea. We're ready, Captain. There's a catch, though. We need a shuttle to take point. Like a sounding boat in uncharted waters, it would navigate the shifting phase variances. Essentially, the shuttle would provide real-time data fractions of a second before Voyager encounters them. Here's the complication. Standard auto-navigation subroutines simply can't process and react in time. It's gonna be tight, but Nine and I can manage it. Got the emergency brake ready if we need a fast exit. I'm booked at the helm, Captain. Need another pilot for the shuttle. I'll take the shuttle, Captain. Alright, Chakotay, but you'll need someone focused entirely on the sensor data. I'll do it. I've already configured the enhanced sensor algorithms needed to track the phase variance. Commander, take Ensign Kim. His sensor algorithm expertise would be crucial. Prepare for launch, and good luck. The shuttle is in position. Let's get this over with, Captain. Red alert. All hands, this is the Captain. Report to your stations. Secure all systems and stand by for the jump to slipstream. Jeez. Forgot how terribly loud that is. I was unprepared. We're receiving the shuttle's data. Slipstream is stable for now. Steady as she goes, Lieutenant. Phase variances are getting volatile, Captain. I think I can compensate, but... The 1-to-1 scale on the warp speed volume goes crazy? Yeah. It's kinda nuts. The shuttle's telemetry is feeding me course corrections and simultaneously signaling for an emergency abort. The simulations were wrong. I cannot assess whether this is an immediate structural threat or a sensor malfunction. Well, I have it on good authority that it is an immediate structural threat. Abort! Tomorrow's yesterday completed. Leaving the sector will cause all active missions to be canceled and all heroes marked as unavailable to be lost. Wait. What about Chakotay and Ensign Kim? Please tell me we didn't lose them. Alright, I will let the voice actors take it from here. Never mind, they normally take it from there. Entering a nebula, these vast cosmic clouds interfere with our sensor readings. Proceed with caution, Captain. All points of interest within the nebula are currently obscured, and scanning is not possible. Upgrade stellar cartography to scan in nebulae. Oh, here. No? Man, you guys are breaking form left, right, and center. We're alive! Ha! And the shuttle team made it too, Captain. Establishing coordinates. We just jumped 10,000 light years. It's no longer a question of if we get home, but when. Janeway to engineering. How's the slipstream drive? It's a wreck, Captain. I'll see what I can salvage, but I don't think we'll be making any more slipstream leaps in the future. We'll make do with small steps. Let's scan our whereabouts. I want to know everything about this region before we proceed.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok. My analysis confirms high Borg activity in this sector, which has placed Voyager under constant yellow alert. Captain Janeway has, with her characteristic optimism regarding calculated risks, devised another shortcut for Voyager's journey, one in which the Borg are intended to play a significant role. The objective is the acquisition of a Borg transwarp coil, a powerful Borg propulsion technology. My comprehensive assessment of all quantifiable security risks was overlooked. The captain terms this a desperate gamble. I categorize it as a significant security protocol violation with a 98.3% probability of assimilation or destruction. My comprehensive contingency brief has already been compiled.
Thank you very much, Tim Russ. And now for... I'm actually going to look this one up. And now for Robert Duncan McNeil.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Well, this is slightly awkward. With all the Arcturus chaos, that message from my old man completely slipped my mind, or maybe, just maybe, I was subconsciously hoping the Delta Quadrant would swallow it whole. No such luck. It was short. He was never one for unnecessary words when a sharp, concise point would do. Unless, of course, it was his annual Prime Directive lecture, then he could go on for hours. But I'm beating around the bush. He said he misses me, and that he's proud of me. Right here, I'd usually have a killer sarcastic comeback, but honestly, I'm speechless. What do you even say? On a more celebratory note, tomorrow is the grand premiere of my holonovel, The Adventures of Captain Proton, Spaceman First Class, Protector of Earth, Scourge of Intergalactic Evil, locking horns with Dr. Chaotica and Queen Arachnia. It is my tribute to those classic 1930s Flash Gordon and sci-fi B-movie serials, a treasure of the past. I'm gonna try and recruit the captain for a cameo. Wish me luck. Supplemental. Apparently, the slipstream dumped us into a sector teeming with Borg. Red alert became green alert. The captain wants to make another bold and possibly reckless maneuver, acquire a Borg transwarp coil, their propulsion tech to travel vast distances. I'm not sure I like this one.
Well, thank you very much, Tom Paris, and apologies. I was sniffling and snorfling on an unmuted mic, and I had muted the game, so sorry about that. On 2 counts. Captain, I've detected an inbound Borg probe. Time to intercept 5 cycles. 1 transwarp coil on a silver platter. Homesickness settles deeper with every light year we cross. Though we edge closer to the Alpha Quadrant, the endless distance still before us weighs heavily on the crew's spirit. I see their longing grow quiet but relentless, and know this strain tests not just our morale, but our resolve to persevere. Okay. The mute button knows nothing but betrayal. Yeah. I was a fool. I put my trust in the wrong mute button. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. That caffeine is wearing off, and I'm starting to feel it. So let's. Well, I don't have a fancy ending stream screen, so we'll just sit tight here. The heck? What just happened? Did ads just kick off? What the heck? I snoozed that. Okay, well, thank you very much, everybody that's been in here and hanging out. It's really been a pleasure to chat and to be going through the Delta Quadrant here. Thank you so much, Thasix and Ashenfall and Firefly and everybody that I'm missing, and I apologize. I am not used to parsing this little activity feed filter thing. But thank you so much for everything here. I guess we'll go ahead and raid out to someone. One of these days I'll figure this stuff out before, it's time, but until then. Oh, what do we got? You know what? It's been a minute since I've raided him. We're gonna go to an art stream. We're gonna raid into It's Mahali. He's good vibes. Is illustrating a little tavern scene that he's doing. So should be a good time. We're gonna kick that off here. So again, thanks all for hanging out, and yeah, we're going to zip on over there. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.